Hello there. This is John with Nashville Travel Concierge, and this happens to be my first live stream, and we're going to see how this works out. I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis in the future, and so first of all, it's for those of you who are watching it live. Just leave comments below when you get a chance, and I will answer everybody that responds. And so basically, today's topic is going to be how to make reservations prior to coming to a hotel. Okay, and usually you know about a month in advance where you're going on vacation, whether it's Nashville or the beach or wherever, and because of that, you do have time to make your reservations early, so that you can get the restaurants that you actually want to go to. And in vacation areas, tables usually fill up pretty fast. So it's an excellent idea to take care of all this before you get to your location. Now, the first thing I would suggest is that you do it yourself, because that's the quickest way to get the reservations that you want. And I would suggest going to the website OpenTable. It's at opentable.com. When you get to the page, you'll see that they ask for the date, the time, the number of people who are going to be eating, and the location. You click the button, and it opens up a list of all the restaurants that are available in the area that you want to eat and the times that are available. Okay, so you see what you want, you click on it, you fill out the information, and you've got a reservation. And it's that easy. Okay, for those of you who don't want to do it yourself, or say you try and you don't get the rooms, you don't get the table that you want, then I say contact your hotel and ask to speak to the concierge or somebody that can help you make a reservation. And again, do this weeks in advance if you can, because it's a lot easier to get you into a restaurant if you do it quickly, or if you do it far in advance. Okay, so you just tell your concierge or the person you're connected to the number of people, the days, the times, and they'll do the same thing that you just did. Okay, is there an advantage of speaking to a concierge rather than doing it yourself? And the answer is probably yes, because I know I have connections at certain restaurants. You might go to OpenTable and or even call a restaurant, and they'll tell you that they don't have anything for the day or the time that you're requesting. There's a chance that they might, but they work with concierge on a regular basis, and or with restaurant or with hotels, and so I can call a restaurant that you couldn't get a reservation to, and I can get your reservation most of the time. But it does help when you contact me or you contact the hotel's concierge person or the person that's going to help you weeks in advance. Okay. What if you don't call weeks in advance? What if you don't think about this until the week before you arrive? Then you hear about a restaurant you might want to try. Well, still call the hotel. Again, speak to the concierge or the person who's going to help you. Tell them what you want, when you want it, how many people, and they're still going to try to get you that reservation. This is more the case for me than people actually calling me a month in advance. People usually just walk up they come to the hotel, they check in, and then they walk over to my desk with a list of what they want. And many times it'll be 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and they want a reservation at a upscale restaurant in 3 hours for 8 people. And can I do it? There's a chance that I can, but it's not always a guarantee. That's why I say do it in advance. But like I said, that's the job of a concierge, to find reservations for people when they can't do it themselves. Okay. And hold on just a second. Okay, so if you have any questions, just put them down below, and when we'll answer them. I'll answer when I put this online. I'll be answering any questions you have. There's really nobody here to talk to right now, and because it's a new thing that I'm doing, and I'm hoping to find more people in the future. And so I'm going to call it a day. And you guys have a great day, and have a happy Thanksgiving.